Hello Belfast, what's the crack? So today I'm going to go and explore Belfast Maritime Mile. Basically I'm going to take you from Belfast city centre and I'm going to go and show you the Titanic Quarter area. Obviously Belfast has a big history with the Titanic, and today's date is the 17th, so it's Thursday the 17th, and obviously with Titanic sinking on the 14th, 15th of April 1912, I thought this was quite a good video to make today, because I did do a remembrance service in Belfast a few nights ago in the Titanic building to remember the people who died and lost their lives on the Titanic. So there's no better place to start this than the start, I would say, of the Maritime Mile, which would be the Big Fish. This is also, well, it's the professional name is called the Salmon of Knowledge. Well, I say professional name, the real name is the Salmon of Knowledge, but locally known as the Big Fish. They actually say if you kiss it where that girl is there, it actually brings you good luck. Do not kiss the fish. Do not kiss it. But so they say, if you kiss it, it brings you good luck. So basically, for anyone who doesn't know what this is the Albert clock over here. So this is the Albert Memorial clock over here. And so if you keep going down there and left, it brings you back into Belfast city centre. So if you get to the Albert Memorial clock, you basically walk past here. This is the boat building. From what I remember, right, Rory McIlroy's ex-girlfriend lives on the top floor up there, or she did live up on the top floor. What an amazing result the other night. Rory McIlroy, Pride from Hollywood, Northern Ireland, won the Masters. Well done, Rory. Anyway, so this is Custom House Square, and that's Custom House building, and this is the Big Fish, and you do get some food stands and stuff here. So you can go down this way towards like the Sailor Town area, but I'm going to take you over the bridge here. What a great day today again in Belfast. I'm out by myself today, so if I decide to go for a pint, I can go for a pint, and if I decide to go for something to eat, for reference, it's $1.50 in the afternoon. So should be quite busy. A lot of people out here having their lunch. So this is the bridge. This is just the footway bridge. I don't think there's any particular name for it, just the Lagan footway. So this is the River Lagan. If you actually stand here, this is like, if you actually go down here and look, the River Lagan will be higher on this side. And then obviously these are like Pumphouse, and they can control this to adjust the level of the River Lagan. So this brings us round in towards the Maritime Mile area is what it's called, and it takes you up round past Titanic Belfast, and you're going to see some boats and lots of history about Belfast, and I would highly recommend you go and visit Titanic Belfast. Titanic Belfast is unbelievable day out for all your family. There's like a wee roller coaster and stuff that goes through it. Then over here you have also the SSE Arena. This is where a lot of concerts would happen, and in them concerts you also have the home of the Belfast Giants. It's the champions of the ice hockey league over here. Look at that nice train there just passing the Harlem Wolf cranes. So this is the River Lagan, and this is the Oval building. I think the Oval building won awards for being like one of the worst designed buildings ever in Europe. Whenever we were part of the EU, I think that's what it was. I'm not honestly too sure, but yes, what a rubbishly designed building. Oh, these electric bikes are cool, aren't they? All the young boys seem to have them. Surons or something you call them, I don't know. They're expensive, that's all I know. Right, so we're going to head round here. As you can see here in the distance, that's Harlan Wolff. They are the people who, one of the people who designed and made the Titanic. We're going to go round. We'll get to see the drawing rooms, and maybe get to go into the Titanic building. You never know. You know me, I just wing it and go with the flow. So don't know where we'll end up today. We could end up in the drink, and there'll be no sightseeing done. So yeah, well, I'll walk along here anyway and let you see what's happening. Obviously Game of Thrones was filmed in Northern Ireland, so the actual Game of Thrones studio, like where they filmed a lot of, like, they actually had like a big castle and all built up, so hopefully we'll be able to get some of this. So there's also a trail you can do around here. It's the Game of Thrones glass, so you can see there's one of the glass windows there. So there's like QR codes and stuff you can scan and read about each of these stained glass windows. There's a better one round the back that has like a wee seat on it, and you can go and get a wee seat on it and maybe do that, so I will. So here you are here. What a nice day today in Belfast. Class, like. So climb at your own risk. And here you are here. So I'm assuming this is a scene from Game of Thrones. Remember Bran Stark? So it's called Glass of Thrones. So there you go, the Glass of Thrones Belfast. You can see it better from this angle. So that's us walking away from the Glass of Thrones. So as you come over the footbridge, you turn left. So from the Albert Clock, come over the footbridge, turn left, and you basically just follow the River Lagan right along. So you are going to get, these are actually new maps over here, and this is like a new coffee shop area here. So you are here. You can go onto the Maritime Mile website. I think it's www.maritime-mile.com. I will drop the website link up here, and you'll be able to download a virtual map. So you'll see all the locations we're getting to see today. So I'll take you around here from where we are here. We're going to follow it right round. So we're here, and we're going to follow right along, and we're going to go up past Titanic Walkway, see the Great Night, up to see HMS Caroline, and go to Titanic Distillers at the end. Maybe have to call in for a cheeky wee whiskey. I just don't know. So here we go, walking along here. Beautiful day. I'm by myself, so it's a bit awkward talking to this camera, but has to be done, doesn't it? So this is like a new coffee shop area, sort of an outdoor bit. So when the weather's nice, what a cool spot just to chill and relax. So there you are. So you can get an espresso for $2.50, a breakfast tea, a chai, Americano's $2.90. So you can get a rough idea of the prices. Iced tea is £3. Right, so we'll carry on. How ugly is that building? You can rent out apartments in there, but they're like probably the worst apartments you can rent in Belfast, so never ever do that. Here you are here, lovely flyover. So obviously this is the train track, and this is the M2 and M3 motorway. And this here over here is the SSE Arena I was telling you about. The SSE Arena is the home of the amazing Belfast Giants. Don't know if you can see over here, but you'll be able to see where the Belfast Giants is. Here's some police officers here cycling past for you. It's a bit of cinematic move. Yeah, Belfast Giants. So obviously a lot of people will come along here to walk your dogs. Excellent walk and a beautiful day. Highly recommend doing this. So what we'll do is we'll go down here, and I'll walk you in through the Titanic. I think I'll go in through it, in through the SSE Arena. Inside the SSE Arena you have all like your Nando's, your Five Guys. There's loads of new restaurants. There's a cinema. There's W5. It's like an interactive thing for children. You go in there and you can like learn about science. That's what it is. I was trying to think there what it actually is that you do. It's just class day out for the kids. Do allow yourself a few hours if you're looking to go in there. So over here you've got the beautiful you've got the beautiful AC Hotel. Then you've got all these new buildings. I actually think Belfast Live, the news company, they have a building over there. Maybe Belfast Telegraph now too. So these are all buildings, and this is taking us down into where you can moor your boat and stuff. I'll turn around. So it is quite busy here today. What a great day. So these are over here, you'll be able to see there in the distance. I showed you in other videos the Harlem Wolf cranes. The Harlem Wolf cranes were probably one of the most iconic landmarks in Belfast City. No matter where you are really in Belfast, you can always get to see them. They're always sort of stick up high. I have actually got some drone footage I got in here, captured a few years ago. I'll try and drop it in here. If I don't drop it in, it means I couldn't find it, but I was able to capture some drone footage around here over lockdown, because it is actually very close to the airport, so you had to get permission to do that. So yes, here's another one of the glass mirrors, or yeah, the glass windows, as I say. So this is another one of the Game of Thrones windows. So the Odyssey has been in Belfast, so it's the SSE Arena, but locally known as the Odyssey Arena. You have Cineworld up there and a coffee shop. So here's another one of the Game of Thrones mirrors you can see here. And so this is the Lag and Weir one, and you have the SSE AC. Sorry, there's one at the AC Hotel, will not get in, but that tells you all the different locations. The other one's over there. There it is over there in the distance actually. So there it is. And we'll do that part another time, because that takes us down to the Sailor Town area. It's another great day because there's a couple of great pubs down there, Seaton's, and you have the American Bar. So there are two great pubs. We'll have to go and show you around. I want to take us down here. I'll take us to the corner, then I'll take us in the back door of the arena and show you around there. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go in and show you the ice rink, but you know me, if I can wing it and get us in, I'll get us in. Be nice to be able to show you the ice rink, and obviously they could be setting up tonight for concerts, because this is this weekend might be popular with like live music. You will get like all sorts of people will be playing in there. I've went to some cool concerts over the years. There was a big country night me and my friend went to. It was unbelievable. Definitely highly recommend checking that out next year. Anyway, here we go. Get this turned around and I'm going to show you. Obviously there's new development work here, so it's like new apartments, and I think it's a new hotel. Did take away from the beautiful scenery of the Titanic. The Titanic building's one of the nicest buildings in Belfast, so don't be going yet, people. Hang on and wait till you see this. First up we're going to come to but is the Soundyard. So the Soundyard is just up here on the right hand side. So when you go inside here and you stand in it, you're able to hear noises that like replicate the noises that the people who worked on the shipyard in Titanic would have heard. So like obviously you can picture people doing rivets all day. I'm sure most of their heads would have been like the noise, your ears would have still been ringing whenever you went home. So when you go in here, you can hear the noise obviously. You can hear like the noise of the rivets and the noise that the people in the shipyard would have had to listen to. So it is quite busy here today. Hopefully be able to show you around here, okay? So this is the Soundyard. Belfast Harbour. And there's the Soundyard there. So if you wanted to read about it, I'm assuming this will be in focus, so hopefully you'll be able to pause this and you can listen to it. So I'll take you down in and let you hear. So whenever you go in here, you can stand in below. You should be able to hear the noise of like working at the Soundyard and or the. So I think you stand in the middle. So as you can see, these like things turn around here. They start to spin round, and obviously they're hitting against these steel beams, and it goes round and round. So it gives you that old echoey sort of dingy noise in your ears. So yeah, it's not too exciting really, like a bit of a waste of the taxpayers' money if you ask me, but the tourists will like it, won't they? Anyway, I'm not the person to complain. If it was me, I'd be doing a lot better things with the money. Anyway, who am I to say? So this is where you can come down and you can actually dock your boats down here. There is actually some cool boats you get down here. We had like the other week, it was like the other month, there was a billionaire dock down here, and it was like a tourist attraction. Everyone was coming down looking like obviously a billionaire's boat. Had like a helipad and all on it. If I can find a picture, I'll try and drop it in here, but it was a hell of a boat, like something you'd see like Jeff Bezos rolling in. It was nice, like, so obviously he was over exploring Northern Ireland. Right, so gonna show you along here. Do you see this wee building here out there in the background? That's actually an Airbnb. That's a full-time Airbnb, so you can actually rent that out. and go and stay there for the night. What a cool spot. And here in the distance, you can see the spikes of the Titanic. I think that actually replicates the actual real height the Titanic was. So when we get round here, you can take a perspective the size the Titanic boat really would have been. So yes, you just keep walking basically. As I say, come off the bridge, turn left, then just keep following the river lagging round. Once you get round here, you have a spar and different wee bits and pieces. So it would be popular for people going to run. And these here are lovely apartments in here. This is like the Ark, they call it, the Titanic Quarter Ark apartments. They're very, very nice apartments. So head on around here. There's the Belfast Harbour fan. Then obviously, if you moor your boat in here, they'll give you like a special ID or whatever you need to get in here. Never moored a boat. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to. My YouTube career hasn't been able to make me afford a boat yet. Never mind a car, never mind a boat. But maybe one day, if I got a boat, picture the parties I'd have. I'd do a subscriber only party on the boat, it'd be class. And would have some crazy parties, Guinness would be everywhere. Anyway, so keep walking on around here. And we'll see what's on right here. So this is going to take us around towards the Titanic area. And so it is, I'm assuming because it's called Maritime Mile, it must be a mile long. And I would assume so, but when you do this walk, it actually seems longer than a mile, but it's probably because I'm unfit. So keep carrying on right here. You've got a seating area here, you have lots of benches. You've got a spar shop. Spar does all like your sweets and crisps and nice barista coffees. And then you've got Subway. I'm sure you all know what Subway is. You've got some sweet food over there. Don't know what that is. Oh, e-bike experience store. So you must be able to rent out an e-bike there and go cycling. What else do we have along here? Oh, here you've got this here. So this is like a, remember the game you used to get, you used to break it away when you were younger to build like a plane. It's like replicating that of the Titanic boat sort of thing. So again, sorry, there's a lot of construction work happening here. There was a lot of negativity about this because it was blocking the view for people being able to see the Titanic. In my eyes, it's amazing because it's bringing more people to this area. And bringing more people to this area is going to give you that more buzz. It's going to open new businesses and it's going to support local people in this area. So I'm definitely not against building houses. More houses, more hotels, get more tourists in, let you see how beautiful this wee island is, and you're going to absolutely love Northern Ireland. Belfast is definitely the best place to go to. By the way, I'm getting really weird looks here. I'm sort of like side-eyeing when I'm talking, and people are like going, look at that halfwit talking to this camera. So in here you've got a cafe, more of a seating area. Then this is taking us down now towards Titanic Belfast. I know it was said I was going to take you into the SSE Arena. I did, it just went into my head there. I was meant to take you in. So what I'll do on the way back, because I'll obviously have to walk back this direction, on the way back I'll bounce in and go back through it. That makes more sense. So here we go. So this is the SS Nomadic. If I remember right, this is one of the last standing ships. What was made by the same people as the Titanic. So here we go now. Here's another one of the Game of Thrones mirrors, or glass. I keep saying mirrors. I'm all confused today. It's like because I'm out by myself. I'm a man down. I'm out doing the lonely walk. So as you can see here. Yes, so this is the SS, my head's away. This is the SS Nomadic. So this is like one of the last standing White Star Line vessels. Now, if you do pay to get onto into the Titanic Museum, they do give you free access onto this boat. And definitely make sure you check it out. Just don't go around the Titanic Museum and say, oh, I'm not going to go over. Do go over, because inside that, it's all like replicated out. Definitely worth checking that out. I'm going to go round, let you see where you get onto it. Back of the river, so you're going to get all the information here of all the wildlife and different things that's happening. So yes, you can stand and read all that. Back to the river. So this here is actually, everyone asks me what that is, but that is actually like a barge thing that opens up. It's not a barge. It's like a gate that opens up, I think, from what I remember. You think I would have done my research here today? I knew what everything is. I could take it everywhere, but they actually know all the specific information about each item. It can be a bit difficult. I'm scared of saying something wrong, and you're all like in the comments going, "Oh, you're wrong," because I have done that in previous videos. Anyway, so here you are here, as you can see here in the distance, Titanic Belfast. What an absolutely unbelievable building. And this is the Titanic Hotel, one of my favourite hotels in the city. And over here, you have the Harland Wolff cranes. And just below the cranes over there, that's where the castle was blown up out of the Game of Thrones. So we'll maybe be able to get up there, and on the way back, I'm going to show you. Obviously, as you can see here in the distance, there's a hop-on, hop-off bus. If you do the hop-on, hop-off bus from Belfast City Hall, you can obviously get off here as one of the stops, because most people would be coming to this area to check this out. Yeah, I'm going to try and get us on here if I can. If there's no one on this gate, I'm going on the boat. But I think if I remember right, there's always like a ticket person. But I'm going to give it give it a go anyway. So there you are there, the Nomadic. And here's some information about it. That's just about the Hamilton Dock. Yes, so here you are here. This is the information. So that is like, it opens up. So that opens up. The SS Nomadic ship. So you can go on in here, and obviously if you have your ticket to get into the arena, you can get on here. But the ticket woman's down here. I can already see her. So we're screwed. We can't get in today. Well, I think the ticket woman's down in there. So this takes us, I'm going down anyway, I'm going to bluff it and see. So this takes us down into the SS Nomadic. Now they're checking tickets, so I'll just stand here. Yeah, so make sure you bring your tickets and don't be like me. No, I'll go back out. I'm not going to try it. I should have tried it, but sure. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. Yes, so here we go. Harland Wolff crane, Titanic Belfast, or Titanic Hotel and the Titanic Belfast. So if you're here, a lot of people would get their photograph taken below the sign. Do you know what I was just thinking there? Do you know what I should really be doing? On this hand, I should have my mobile phone, and I should be Googling each location. So whenever I come up to it, instead of just giving you a wee bit of information about it, I should be like telling you all this history about the place, then you'll be all going, flip, he knows everything about everything, when I'm just really reading it off of Wikipedia. So I might start doing that in future videos. Anyway, let's go. This is blocked off obviously because of the construction work, so they're making it longer for us. So here we go anyway. I'll not bore you the walk around here, so I'll jump back on when I get over here. Okay, so here you go. Walking along here towards this absolutely amazing building. I'm actually going to turn around, get this in the background. 1 second, we'll put this up and we'll use this as the thumbnail of today's video. So this is the Titanic building. If I remember right, that's actually the height the ship was. Obviously it had its funnels and stuff on it, and each of these turret things that stick out would be the same size. So obviously this is like the most popular place for people to get a photograph of obviously standing at the Titanic sign. So this is the exhibition centre. They do offers online where you can get like discounted prices. They do like an early bird, and they do different offers. So definitely make sure you jump on and check that out. You can obviously as well, a lot of the Belfast black taxis, well that one's white, but same thing, will come around here, and this will be one of the stops in their tours. Then you have this woman here. So these takes us around. Well, I can see a Guinness sign. I'd never been in that pub before. Oh, it looks closed anyway. So I'm going to take us on round. All these benches are shaped round, and you can actually walk right round the whole edge of the ship. I'm going to take us in through the building anyway and let you see where to go if you're looking to come in and get tickets. So they do have a cafe in here, and this takes us in, and they have obviously a shop and the usual stuff you would be able to get at the museum. So in here is the exhibition centre. You've got a cafe over here. You can purchase your tickets on the day, but I do highly recommend you buy your tickets before you go to here. I'll drop the website link in here so you can check that out. And down here is obviously you have the Titanic store. Then the pantry is another thing, so I'm going to take us in here and I'm going to take us out the back door. Then there's your shop.
So I got shouted at for recording, even though everyone in the building was recording on their mobile phones. Because I had a camera, it was different. But anyway, I had to stop recording.
So this is us now, so we're located here. So we've walked from here and we made ourselves up to the slipway. So we're going to head on up towards the Great Light and HMS Caroline. Anyway, yes, so you can't record, but everyone's taking pictures and video on their phone. Never heard the like of it. Anyway, this is the Titanic Hotel. And just look at the size of this. This is obviously they're all pointing different directions. This is the north exit. So this is the slipways. This is the slipway here. I'll walk you along here and let you see this. So this is the Titanic Slipway. So being here, you can really understand the sheer size of this ship. There you are there. So obviously these lines, as you can see here, so the lines actually show you the shape and the size of the ship. So if you see here, the lines that run up here, the white lines then the outside line, so it really can appreciate the size of what the ship would actually be. And down at the bottom here, you can see another one of the stained glass windows. And here you can see the size of the building. We're actually going to go in over here when we're down this far, and we're going to go into the Titanic Hotel. There's like a slight little museum in the Titanic Hotel, so we'd love to show you that. And there you are there again, the Harlem Wolf cranes. There's two of them. They're named after the biblical figures Samson and Goliath. So Samson is slightly taller. Hope I said that right. I should have googled that before I said it. Samson is slightly taller, but looking at them, it's hard to tell from where we are which one's what. So heading down here, and I'm going to show you inside the beautiful Titanic Hotel. This is probably one of my favourite hotels in Belfast City, and it's such a great location, across the road from the Titanic Museum, and it's only a stone throw away from Belfast City, and it's so quiet and peaceful here at night time. Yeah, gonna go in here, show you around. They'll have a big massive and be very popular for weddings and stuff, so I'm gonna show you inside here. So here we go, let's go inside, have a look inside here. So this is us now, going inside the building, and yeah, so as you can see here, where they have the replica of the big ship is over here. I think it always looks amazing. So down the back of the restaurant area, you actually have this area down here, where the toilets and all are. So you have like loads of photographs, and just architecture in here is, so the drawing room actually today is reserved for wedding guests, but you can sort of see the architecture and stuff in here. I was looking to show you the drawing room. So the drawing room is actually where the Harland Wolff, where the Titanic was actually drawn. It makes sense, doesn't it? So the drawing office, Harland Wolff bar. Then you get all these photographs along here, and it takes you back down into, so there's the upholstery shop, the painter's studio, so, and there's the lovely staircase. So you can sort of see in here. You can come in here if you're staying at the hotel and just chill and relax. More function rooms. And this brings us down to the bedrooms, if I remember right. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you the drawing room. Yeah, so this takes us right down to where the bedroom department is. You can see some pictures here of the ship. So there'll be a lot of history in here. So definitely, if you're at the museum, at the Titanic experience, make sure you pop over to Titanic Hotel and check this out. Very, very nice. So as I said, you can get married here, so obviously a lot of people use this as a wedding venue. So the drawing room is where the big main function room is, but I should be able to go outside and show you in through the window. So we'll go back into where we first started. So in here brings you to another restaurant room, and we're going down through here back to where we first of all where we started from. Down there's the big ship down there, and we'll head out in the entrance. And there's a big grand piano in there also. Right, we'll go back down this way and back out. So this is the room down here. We're going to go down and look in the window. So this is the drawing room down here. So obviously because it's set up for a wedding today. But that is the drawing room here. So that is it there. Right, we'll head on round here and we'll go back to where we were. That man annoyed me there, saying I can't record in there, and all I was doing was getting them a shout out. Not in the hotel, by the way, in the Titanic experience. Saying you can't record, and everyone's standing about taking photographs with their mobile phone because I'm in with a wee stupid camera. And all I'm doing is promoting the place. Never go to Titanic Exhibition Centre, it's a shithole. That's what I should be saying today, shouldn't I? Anyway. Right. Let's go around here. So you've seen me going in through here, and we're going down the back. There's so much history about this place. This line, if I remember right, goes around here. Well, the benches have names of the people who died, and obviously at the Belfast City Hall, you've seen in one of my previous videos, you have the Titanic, like it's like a memorial, where they have like people were laying flowers and stuff there the other day, and it's obviously a memorial for all the people who died on board the Titanic ship. So if you know any family, relatives, or anyone who were on the ship, who died through the ship, you can go and check that out. Right. Gonna keep going here. So you can actually appreciate the scale and the size this ship would have been. huge like. Then we're going to go down to where the Titanic left from. So it's away down at the bottom. So inside here is Titanic Studios, this building here on the right hand side. So there they would actually like replicate, that's where they build stuff inside there, like movie scenes. Then over here, just roughly where the crane is there, just below it is where they built the castle there and they blew it up in the Game of Thrones. And they used it for a lot of different films and movies, this whole. So that's why you always see, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see like always like celebrity people here. Hugh Jackman, is it you call him? He was here the other day. He was in there filming a movie, so very, very popular area to film movies. So there's the river box. It has like a TV screen on the side of it. They do obviously like festivals and stuff here, and they do a lot of like there's a big rave here called the AVA Festival. It's very popular with the young ones. It's like that old boom 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 music. So a lot of people come here and party for that. They do like the Maritime Mile actually does a festival around the summertime. Then obviously they do like summer festivals and stuff. So always make sure you check out the Visit Belfast website and keep up to date on what's on and what's on in the coming weeks. Okay, so we're going to keep walking. I can hear all different sorts of accents here, so it's great to see tourists coming to visit Belfast. So this one here is actually one of my favourite glasses. On the other side, this is the seat, the famous Game of Thrones seat. So yes, you can go here and get your photograph taken down here. Just to give you a perspective where I am. If I speed up I might get a wee photograph. I thought them two boys were going to climb up in the seat. I'm just hoping it's still there after bigging this wee place up like. So this obviously brings us right out then. As you can see in the distance there, that's the way up towards Carrickfergus. So here you go. So if you sit round here, the sun's shining on her, you can get a seat there and someone takes a picture of you and it makes you look like you're on the Game of Thrones seat. So here's more information about the same board that you're able to see the sheer size of the ship. So here we go, people are standing there, people started putting padlocks on there. It's not a lock bridge, don't do it because the council will cut it off. Right, so in the distance here, it's the Great Northern Light. It's the lighthouse. So this here is like a lighthouse. It's not like your standard lighthouses you would see me posting on Instagram. The ones like Donaghadee, etc. Or Blackhead Lighthouse. This is like, I think the light in here is like one of the strongest lights around. So we'll go and read about that there and give you a bit more information. The sunlight is very bright today. So here we go. Keep walking. So that's us now coming up to the lighthouse. Then we'll carry on round and bring us round the dock where the Titanic left from. And it's round behind the Titanic Distillery. So here you are here. What a great day today in Belfast. So you can see it moving around there. So it's the Great Light. And here's all the information about it. And there's the Titanic building in the background. Okay, so we'll carry on. Round here to the Caroline. Look at this amazing boat down here. And then over here we have the dry dock where the Titanic was, White Star House and Titanic Distillery. So you can go in there and purchase yourself some whiskey. The Titanic whiskey. And next stop is the HMS Caroline. I have done a tour on this before. It's actually, I actually prefer this than the Titanic exhibition. It is really good, and I highly recommend you go and check that out if you're ever in Belfast. You can pre-book like a guided tour. I don't think you can go on now. Just walk on. The information and the experience you're receiving here is class, so make sure you check that out. Right, just keep walking. As you can see, here's the Harlem Wolf Cranes. Again, HMS, so it's the Titanic Trail, Thompson Dock, the Pumphouse, Alexandra, HMS Caroline, and that takes us back to the Slipways in the city centre. So we'll carry on. There's a car park up here as well. So yes, some free parking up here, and the boat, or the hop on hop off buses, I mean, you're sure this is one of the stops, and this is the final glass we're going to see. I think this is the last one here. Yep, so this is the final glass you're going to see on today's walk. I'll always get round the other side and let you see it. Yes, so there you go, the Glass of Thrones. Okay, there's Cutlass. So the Caroline doesn't actually move, but it is in water. As you see, I'll go over here and let you see it. So this is the Alexandra Dock and the HMS Caroline. Class. The HMS Caroline, a unique survivor. So the entrance here for the HMS Caroline guided tours, 15 people, 10, 10:45, 11:30, 12:15, 1, 1:45, 2:30 and 3:15. As you can see, people up in here going round the ship. What a great day in Belfast. What a great day. So I'll have to take you up here and show you the front. You can see all the guns and stuff here on the ship. And there's a boat here, you can actually go out on a boat trip. It's called the Lady of the Lagan. It does take you out. I don't know how often it runs. It's actually something I've never done. Something I will actually have to look into. Get out for the day and show you around that. Yeah, so I'll definitely have to go and show you that someday. Right, the HMS Caroline. A bit of a kids area here, so if you have your kids with you, you can tire them out before you take them home. Okay, so there's the Titanic boat tours, the Lady of the Lagan, and this is the front of the boat. So everyone gets, any photographer here would know that you always get the symmetrical straight on shot. So there's the repair and the restoration of the ship. There you are there. The symmetrical shot. Class. So over here we have the Titanic bar, Titanic shop and bar area. And here you actually have to go through here to see the dry dock, but I'm going to walk you around here and hopefully be able to show you it. So if you wanted to do there's the bar and the coffee shop here. So the Titanic Distillery and Thompson Dock. So I'll go up and show you in here. The distillery is good, like you can see in here. You can get yourself a guided tour around the distillery. And then there's your coffee shop and your bar area. So that's it there, really. So If you want to go in, that's where you go to, and this brings you into it, and that's it done. So anyway, we'll carry on down, and we'll keep walking on, right? So that is the HMS Caroline. Look around and I'll show you in the back of Thompson Dock. So we'll walk around this way and we'll go around this way and I'll show you inside it. So this is where you'd have the distillery here. I will actually do a full video in there because I really enjoy that experience, so I don't mind going in there. Right, so this takes us round and I'll show you where the dry dock area is. I think we can walk down and have a wee bit of a closer look at it. So that's it there, anyway. So that's it there, in here. So that is the Thompson Dock. So obviously, I'll get you a picture here of it. There's the dry dock. There's information. So you do technically have to pay in to get to be able to walk around that area. I think it's very sad because it used to be free and you used to be able to go around, but Titanic Distillery took that. So it's very unfortunate that they've done that, because it was cool, you were able to go and have a look around, but I think now you get to actually go inside it, so I suppose it's well worth it for health and safety and stuff. It's probably needed. Yes, so I'll carry on, go back out this way, and I'll turn left and head back down towards Belfast city centre. So there is the Lady of the Lagoon down there. Looks like it has a bar on, class. Anyway, so there you go, HMS Caroline. So that's what's basically at the bottom end. So we're up here at the HMS Caroline at the top up here, and we started away down here at the Big Fish, as you can see it over here. So we've crossed over and made our way the whole way right up to Thompson Dock. So it is a walkable thing. Now if we go back to the Thompson Dock, we can head up into York Street and head up into that area. That's the Sailor Town area. A couple of great pubs up in there. So we'll do that in a second part of this video. So this side we'll keep it for this side, and we'll do a second part another day. We'll head up that direction. There's lots to show you up there, lots of pubs, the American bars I said, and seating, so it'd be good to do it with Sam or one of the other boys. So I can enjoy a few pints along the way. Right, but not bore you here and walk the whole way back here. So we're gonna, as you just remember, just follow the water, basically the river lag and then into the water, and we just keep following that back. So there's crane 1 and crane 2. These cranes are still in operation till today. So some days they'll be very close together, and then other days they're like very widely spread apart. So we're going to head back in towards Belfast City, head in back through here, then we'll go in and explore inside the SSE Arena. So that's us back down now. I'm going to walk in here into the SSE Arena. Unfortunately I forgot to actually go in and show you around it. So if I still remember right, we can go in the back door here and cut our way the whole way right through. So this is down at the back, obviously you can see here. That's where we're way around there earlier on. And we're heading back round now towards the front. This is the W5, and this has a Lego shop in it. Look how cool that Lego Titanic ship is. Class. So this is the Lego part. This is a part of the W5. And here we go. So this brings us in the back door. So this is the exit of W5. The main entrance is around here. This is a learning centre. In here, in my younger days, when I was a teenager, not a teenager, well 18, 19, I used to party in there. It used to be called the Bamboo Beach Club. What a spot. Only if walls could talk in that place. Some messy nights happened in there. Me and my friend used to go like pretty much every single night of the week. Used to do like big jugs of Fat Frog and all. Used to drink them and used to dance and all. Had some great memories in there. So yes, this is the W5 section. A lot of activities and stuff happen for the kids. This has only just been recently redeveloped, so obviously you're going to get a lot of new spaces and stuff here. This here takes you up into where the 10-pin bowling is. You've got an arcade. You've got the cinema world over here. You've got the 4X cinema. This is the 25% off ice hockey equipment. This is the Belfast Giants official store. You can buy all your Belfast Giants merchandise. Then over here this is another entrance over here to take you into the SSE Arena if you're going here for any concerts or anything. There's a food place in there. Then your arcade in here. Then you've got your Five Guys here, and just past Five Guys you've got Nando's. There's the Lost City. It's like an adventure golf place. It's very popular. And over here to the right you've got Nando's. Nando's is a chicken place. And over here to the left you have MB Chicken. So basically now, if you head it back down, I'll not bore you the whole way back, I'll just end the video sort of here. There's the big massive Belfast Giants puck there. There's a ticket office down here. And we'll head back down here and back over, and this will bring us back round to the Big Fish. So just want to say to everyone, thank you very much.
And when you're at it, would you be able to like, subscribe and hit the bell for notification? Just want to say thank you everyone for the support. As always, you're all legends. Love yous all. You!